So what is up guys, it is C, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys about the custom capes for Minecraft console edition. Now if you didn't know, basically, that's kind of a weird glide thing there, but yeah, if you didn't know, basically there should be capes by now in the console version of Minecraft, and that's what I'm going to be talking about for Minecraft console edition. It's just going to be a discussion video talking about the debate surrounding console custom capes and how you can get your own capes if you guys didn't know. Just all information, just a few tips and tricks, and just information. So without further ado guys, let's get into today's video. If you guys do want to join my notification squad shout out, don't forget to subscribe and keep notifications turned on. If you guys didn't know, pretty much what a recent topic that I've sort of thought about is something called capes, because one thing that I've actually noticed with Minecraft console is that there is a lack of capes in the game. Now what I mean by this is that capes do exist, but that there is a lack of capes in the game. Now you guys might be wondering, like, Drewsy, why are you talking about capes now when it's been this kind of thing, it doesn't really matter that much. But I know you guys might be interested in these topics, since the future of Minecraft console edition, it kind of is very, very uncertain at this point, because we really don't know what's going to happen within the future. We just have to wait for 4G Studios, Microsoft, or Minecraft Mojang to let us know what's going on. So the thing with this is that in Minecraft, of course, we love the ability to customize and change certain things on our players, but one of the things that we don't seem to have much control over is the capes. Now capes are something which is just, if you didn't know, it's just something which is on your back. It's just on your back, and it just follows you around, kind of like the elytra. It's basically elytra, but it's basically just capes. If like superheroes like Batman wears a cape, but it's just something like that in Minecraft. But the reason why I'm asking this question is because capes aren't that difficult to add into the game, because it's just something that's already exists, but for some reason we can't customize it. Now you guys might be wondering, why is that? Why, like, if a cape, I don't know which skin has it, but there are some skins out there that do have capes on them, and they should technically I guess you could say they should technically be allowed to have those capes, and me personally, I believe that custom capes should be a thing. It's just kind of weird that it isn't in Minecraft. Now if we're talking about, some people might say, oh the legal side of things, whereas people like, oh, maybe there's copyright. It really doesn't make sense, because one thing that we could do is we could just implement a simple, for example, if you guys know what banners are pretty much something where you can pretty much make any design you want using the set of basically there's in-game I guess you could say parameters, or in-game this in-game tools. You can create any design on a banner, not any design, but you can create it close to design on the banner. Now the thing with the banner is that you can create anything on it, and you can have it in your world, which is really cool. The thing is, I'm wondering, why can't we do the same with capes? Because capes, we could even if capes, for example, they weren't they weren't fully customized, they were just a standard thing. What we could do is just actually have capes where we could just change the color, or just figure out whether or not we wanted to add them to our standard skin. Because I feel like if we were just given the option, given the choice, whether or not we wanted to add a cape, well, not exactly a custom cape, but maybe a cape that we could possibly choose the color of, I don't think that would be asking too much of 4J Studios or of Microsoft, because it's not that much work. And simply what they would have to do in terms of game development and all these things is, all they'd have to do is get 12 capes, and I guess you could say 12 colors, because I think there are 12 colors in Minecraft. Correct me if I'm wrong, but all they would then need to do is just have these capes, and then have the colors, and then just make sure that you can pick from one of 12 capes. And yeah, that's it, and you just be able to add them to any which skin. And that doesn't seem like something that is too far-fetched. It doesn't seem like something that is impossible, because most of the things that we do want from 4J Studios and most of the things that we do want from Microsoft are actually probably, I guess you could say, a lot harder than we realize. However, the reason why I know this can't be that hard is because the capes already exist in the game, and the ones that already exist in a said game are actually, you know, pretty difficult, you know, sort of designs are pretty, you know, I guess you could say, you know, they're pretty complicated. Like, they have a lot of designs on them. So I'm thinking, even if we had something that was, you know, I guess you could say kind of basic in a sense, it would still be much better than having, you know, completely nothing. Because right now, you know, on the PC there's so much customization, and I know you guys are probably going to say, well, Drewsome, see, one thing about Minecraft console edition, it's never going to get, you know, some more updates simply because there's already a new version. That could be, you know, in terms of new features, they might not implement new features simply because there's an old version. But me personally, I think that custom capes is something that's way not too hard. Like, it's very simple, because of course, you know, like I was saying before, you know, people want mods. There's already mods on the Xbox One edition of Minecraft. People want, you know, servers. There's already servers on the new Xbox One edition of Minecraft. So it's kind of like, why are we gonna add it when there's already, I guess you could say, a version which is there? Like, there's no point for us to add it. And I get that, but you know, one thing I do think that could be added is, you know, I guess you could say custom capes, because capes is something which it doesn't affect the gameplay anyway. It doesn't affect the gameplay at all, and capes, they're already in the game. They're already in the actual game. So yeah, like, it's like, is it really that hard? And would it really be that hard to add a cape overlay on every single character, you know, just choosing from the 12 colors? Me personally, I feel like this is a feature that could be implemented in the future, simply because, number one, it's not too hard. Number two, it's something that, you know, could be requested by the community if the community does want it. I feel like if the community requests it enough, like if you guys maybe ask 4J Studios enough, they will, you know, get it. But yeah, I don't know in terms of the new minigame what's going to be coming, but I do know that they're working on a new one. So I guess you could say that, you know, maybe we don't know much about Minecraft, because if they're not working on, you know, custom capes and stuff like that, but they are working on new mini games, it does show us that there is still hope for this console version of Minecraft, because, you know, they're still putting a time on it. So it's definitely good in that aspect. Me personally, if I were to get custom capes, I'd probably just have a standard black cape on my, you know, my Steve, in a tuxedo Steve, and yeah, I think I'd probably use that. Or maybe I'd use the yellow Steve, or if there's a Steve with a yellow skin, I'd probably use the yellow cape. But what do you guys think about custom capes in Minecraft? Do you guys think custom capes, or just a standard cape with you know, I guess you could say your own color or something, would be something that you'd like to be added to Minecraft? Or do you think it'd be something that you think, you know, we should just leave out and it's not necessary in the game? Me personally, like I said, I'd want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, don't forget to comment down below telling me what you thought, and it's been Drewsome C, and until next time, it's going to be peace from me.